Morning Show.
Throwback Thursday.
Okay, Captain, I need to say something before we begin this, all right?
Well, you don't need to, but you're going to, aren't you?
I feel this strong need.
Yes, okay.
You were the lone voice of reason. My only link to sanity growing up. My family was, I hate to use the cliche word, dysfunctional, okay? But you were what got me through, and I just want to shake your hand before we begin this.
Well, absolutely. Thank you
I owe
for
you.
switching the bottle before you
right.
switched hands. And you really feel that we did get through?
Oh, without you, I don't even want to think where I could be. Probably a federal penitentiary, but that's another subject. There were many mornings, though, that I got to tell you.
There's a wonderful one in Danbury, Connecticut.
Is there?
It's right on the lake, and they have tennis courts, and a great lawn that slopes down to the lake, and there's a small beach on the lake. You'd be very happy there.
This man is amazing.
But when Dancing Bear and Mr. Green Jeans and Bunny Rabbit and you would say goodbye, I got to tell you, I just started the clock and waited till the other 23 hours would blow by until you're back on.
But that's the way you learn to tell time.
Maybe that's how I learned.
Up until that time, you had no idea whatsoever.
All right,
and
super.
even today, you tell time in the military mode, right?
I do.
12 hours, 1,300 hours, 1,400 hours. Well,
And that's where it began. Okay, well,
That's
thank
right.
you.
That's
Well, let's deal with the book. Your new book, Good Morning, Captain, 50 Wonderful Years with Bob Keeshan, TV's Captain Kangaroo. It's on Fairview Press, correct?
correct?
And I got to tell you, it's amazing. Every picture that you would, just amazing people that you've worked with. Was this kind of an amazing experience putting it together?
Well,
I would bet?
it was a fun experience putting it together. We went through thousands and thousands of pictures to come up with the 300 or so. That kind of told the story of the program, Mr. Green Jeans and Bunny Rabbit and Mr. Moose and all the people behind the scenes. Jay Leno said a couple of weeks ago, he said, my childhood is between the covers of this book. Now, maybe your childhood is between, no, in your case, no.
I don't think so.
No.
It doesn't get much better for me than interviewing Captain Kangaroo, man. Okay, maybe Daisy Fuentes.
Let's deal with something contemporary. Your take on Barney. Some feel he's a tool of the Trilateral Commission. What's your take on Barney?
Well, that's true, of course.
Super.
I'm upsetting you, aren't I? You're taking another
I tell
step.
you, I have never felt better in my life than I'm feeling right now.
Is that right?
Okay, I hit you with the last question.
Can you do without that?
With you, I might be able to kick it cold turkey. It's possible.
Good.
Now, last question. I know you're busy. You
Where
got to
did
do
that
some stuff.
expression ever come from, cold turkey?
I don't know. It's a fine question.
Every time around Thanksgiving, I so often think about that cold turkey. But it really is not true, is it? It's not Thursday, it's Friday that you think about cold turkey.
That's a good
the
point.
day after, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, all right, you can have it back.
Thank
then.
you.
Yes.
Okay, last question, Captain. Do you have, intellectual property rights to Bunny Rabbit?
Actually, there's very little intellect to Bunny Rabbit, so you really can't have that much in the way of rights to him. And so I guess the answer would be no.
Okay, that's something that's been bugging me. I've dealt with it. I'm ready to put closure to this.
There are ways to handle bugs of that sort. So.
God. Again, I want to shake your hand. Thank you very much, Captain.
And you
All
just called me God, and don't you forget it.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Spud Goodman to a new low. Spud Goodman get to a new low. Spud new low.